Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be doing a how to build for Beru, one of the 3 collaboration characters that were released with the solo leveling collaboration. So Beru's kit, he is an unknown as you can see here, but he also does work with humans. He does have criteria which of course we'll get to in its passive, so he can be a human. So his skills, or not his skills, his basic stat, his substat, sorry, 104% pierce rate, it's decent. 82% resistance is on the lower side, but it's okay. 122% crit chance is good. 252 crit damage is actually quite high. 88% crit res, once again, it's on the lower side, but it's okay. 124 crit defense it's decent. It's actually quite on the high end, so it's not bad. And 19% lifesteal, which is actually quite high. For skills, his first skill is a single type, which does consume damage, which is 3 times pierce rate and 2 times crit damage. So it's a mixture of pierce and spike at the same time. It has the same multipliers as a pierce skill, so 200, 300, 500. It is quite good. The damage is actually quite decent from it. It is a 2-hit skill, so it's only got 2 chances to crit, but it can still put out quite a nice chunk of damage. Onto the other skill now, which is a amplify skill that actually provides him with 3 buffs. It provides him with an attack buff, a defense buff, and an HP buff. That's the reason it's the basic stats. The basic stats and the multiplier do increase with the actual skill level. So at level 3, will give you a 7% basic stats, which is 7% attack, defense, and HP. 3 separate buffs, of course, and it's got the same multiplier for amplify anyway, so that's all it's really added. But it's also, once again, a skill that only hits once, but it is also super powerful. His ultimate is a single target skill, which gives him an attack related stat boost that I do believe is ult level based. I'm not too sure, I can actually check that out. It's very minimal, but it's affected by ult level just a tiny bit, and gains the consume effect. Then inflicts consume damage equal to 540% of attack on one enemy. Consume is 3 times pierce rate and 2 times crit damage. Once again, only hits once, but because you have a 30% attack related stat boost, plus with his current quite high base crit chance, you have quite a good chance of critting, especially if you're on a team that's got, I don't know, some sort of sub-stat booster, which is probably what you will have. Onto his passive, it's one of those passives where it goes on for ages and ages and ages. It also does slightly scale with ult level as well, which, if I just pop that to 6 real quick, you'll see this revive slightly change depending on the ult level. But yeah. What do they even change here? Affect each up. 1 each. Okay, cool. The hero is given additional race of human when participating in a battle with a darkness attribute hero. That does not need to be a darkness attribute human. It just has to be any sort of dark attribute character, and he gets the additional race of human in the process. Increase applicable allies base stats by 5% for each one participating in a battle, which is just Sun Jingwu and unknown races, which is fine. I kind of wish you had humans on there as well, since he can double up as a human, but I do understand what they were sort of going for here. The hero gains the consume effect for 2 turns and taunt for 1 turn at the start of battle. Consume is a 20% attack related stat boost. Taunts enemies for 1 turn if the hero uses 2 single target skills during the ally's turn, so it's actually pretty decent. You can keep renewing your taunt whenever you want. If the hero's HP falls below 1 during the enemy's turn while a consume effect is active, a limit is once per turn. The hero's HP equal to 50% of max HP and gains 30% attack related stats and 80% crit damage. And once again, this can stack up to a few times. And the amount you heal is once again based on ult level, but this is where it doesn't really matter, because if you're realistically going to die, you're going to die to like a very powerful skill, whether that be a melee single target with a buff, which will do, let's just say, 1,000,000 damage, or a million single target that'll do a lot of damage, or a million AoE that'll do a lot of damage. You can heal a lot, and if you have Retamio on him, you'll actually heal a lot more if you're on a low ult level, which is why I recommend giving him Retamio. His ult level, what I thought was going to be quite impactful, isn't really that impactful in the end. And then his relic, which is okay. The hero's damage taken is decreased by 40% for 2 turns when the hero reaches max health. Yeah, you immediately get it off the start. If you take damage and you full heal, you get it again. It is just a standard blue buff, not a grey buff, so it can be removed. But once again, it is kind of handy. Bear in mind it's a taunt, and it means you can sort of activate the taunt as long as, you know, if you're like at 90% health, you play 2 single targets, boom, you full heal, and you also have a taunt as well, and 40% damage reduction, which is kind of good. And he's quite decent. Gear-wise, once again, he wants HP defense. He really does. He wants to be a taunt character. Even from running him HP defense, I've seen very good numbers from him, which is good. It's good to see, and it's sort of what I expect from a current collaboration character. is I expect them to still be able to put out good damage with HTB defense. Of course, you can give him Mael Link, Sariel Link, Sab Link, all these links to help him deal damage. Because that's just what you do with links. So, his current CC, as you can see here, is 70k. I'll give you the quick rundown. So, all the UR outfits are maxed out. His relic is not upgraded at all, but he does have his relic. So 70,000 CC is not bad for a 1/6 collaboration character. Bear in mind, let's just take about a year, 2 years ago, when we had the rerun of what's it called? Shield Hero, Victoria, which was the high CC collaboration character in the game, which I believe she maxed out about 73,000, 74,000 now with the relic upgrades. Her max CC at the time was 72,000, and that was a 6/6. Bear in mind now, a 1/6 character can now reach 70,000 without all cosmetics upgraded and with no relic upgrades. It's pretty good. Once again, that's just normal CC and stat inflation in gacha games, but it's pretty good. And I do recommend leveling up if you do have him, solely because, once again, the fact that he does double up as a human, if there's a dark attribute character on the field, once again, they could release a dark attribute Merlin with 4 knights, or a dark attribute Arthur, once again, with 4 knights, which would then, Beru might be quite a good tank, or may get some really good boost from it, it could be quite handy in the future. But anyway, thank you for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.